For nearly 3 decades, the Berlin Wall stood as one of the most powerful symbols of division in human history. It was not just concrete and barbed wire, it was fear, control, and silence made physical. Families were split overnight, friends became strangers, freedom became a crime. But on the night of November 9, 1989, something happened that no one had planned, no one had ordered, and no one truly understood at first. Within hours, a wall that once seemed permanent simply stopped existing. So what really happened that night? Was it a revolution, a master plan, or a mistake that spiraled out of control? The truth is more shocking than the legend. After World War II, Germany was divided into two nations. West Germany became aligned with the United States and its allies, while East Germany fell under Soviet influence. Berlin, although located deep inside East Germany, was also split into East and West. At first, people could still move between the two sides. But East Germany was losing its people, engineers, doctors, students, escaping to the West in search of freedom. By 1961, the East German government made a drastic decision. Overnight, roads were blocked. Barbed wire appeared. Soon, concrete walls replaced it. The Berlin Wall was born. Officially, it was called an anti-fascist protection barrier. In reality, it was a prison wall designed to keep people in. Guards were ordered to shoot anyone who tried to escape. More than 140 people are known to have died attempting to cross it. For 28 years, the wall stood firm. Until it didn't. By the late 1980s, the world was changing fast. The Soviet Union was weakening. Eastern Europe was restless. In East Germany, people were tired of shortages, tired of surveillance, tired of fear. Every week, protests grew larger. Thousands marched peacefully, chanting for freedom to travel, freedom to speak, freedom to choose. The government felt the pressure. They decided to introduce new travel rules that would allow East Germans to apply for permission to visit the West. It was meant to calm the population, not open the border. And this is where everything went wrong. East German official named Gunter Schabowski held a live press conference. He had been given notes about the new travel regulations, but he had not been properly briefed. A journalist asked a simple question: when do these new travel rules take effect? Schabowski looked at his papers, hesitated, and then said the words that cracked history open. As far as I know, immediately. Immediately. Those few seconds were broadcast live on television. Within minutes, East Berlin exploded with rumors. People turned to each other asking, "Did you hear that?" Radios buzzed. Phones rang. Families grabbed their coats and ran toward the border crossings. The guards had received no orders, no instructions, no explanation, but the people kept coming. At the border crossings, guards faced an impossible situation. Thousands of civilians were demanding passage. Cameras were rolling. The world was watching. They called their superiors. No one answered. They waited. The crowd grew. They tried to slow people down. It didn't work. Finally, at the Bornholmer Street checkpoint, a commander made a decision that would change the world. He opened the gate. No gunshots. No orders. No violence. People crossed the border laughing, crying, hugging strangers. West Berliners climbed onto the wall, pulling others up. Champagne bottles appeared. Someone brought a hammer. That night, the wall lost its power. What makes the fall of the Berlin Wall so extraordinary is not just that it fell, but how it fell. There was no invasion, no battle, no official surrender. A dictatorship lost control because of confusion, pressure, and courage from ordinary people. Within days, people were tearing the wall apart with their own hands. Within months, Germany began the process of reunification. Within years, the Cold War itself collapsed. An empire had started to crumble. So what really happened? The fall of the Berlin Wall was not planned by leaders. It was not designed by strategists. It was triggered by a system already collapsing, a population no longer afraid, a badly explained policy, and one man saying the wrong word at the wrong time. History didn't change because someone wanted it to. It changed because control failed. The fall of the Berlin Wall reminds us of something uncomfortable and powerful. Systems that seem permanent can collapse overnight. Borders can disappear. Fear can break. And sometimes, history turns not on grand speeches, but on small mistakes. That night proved that walls are only strong as long as people believe in them. And once belief is gone, even concrete cannot hold. This was not just the fall of a wall. It was the collapse of an idea, that people can be divided forever. And that is what really happened.